As I flew home, I noticed a change in wind. Around this time of the year, that meant it would rain soon. Let's see, judging by the clouds, it'll rain tomorrow. I should consider what to do tomorrow. Ramila got annoyed when it was raining outside, so going to the SDM was probably a waste. Sitting around with Alice making snide comments didn't seem like a great idea either. Mushroom hunting came after the rain, and the shrine would be soggy in general. I guess I should just stay home. Speaking of planning things, I realized my skill had been getting a little rusty. Both Alice and Flandre had beaten me at Damaku, and with Kuma finding books for me, I hadn't been stealing as much as I usually either. Still, I needed to keep researching, both immortality and other subjects, and I had to take care of myself as well. I should start using my evenings more productively. I resolved to try to get something useful done after dinner whenever I could. Let's see, today I should... Interesting. Maybe I want to talk with Koishi one more time, just to see. I sped off to the elevator. Okay, yeah, that's the same thing. Hey Marissa, looking for some advice? Yeah, I figured I'd drop by and chat. Not quite like how you chat with Raymond. It looks like, but similar. I guess. Well, Raymond was certain that you'd help her if she was in a bind. You'd have faith in each other to some degree. You still are guarded around me. That makes sense, but what does Raymond have to do with anything? I get the feeling some big stuff is gonna happen tomorrow. You could potentially hurt Raymond's feelings, you know? What? Really? Don't worry, just remember Raymond's a normal human at heart and you should be fine. Use common sense and honesty is the best policy and so on. Hopefully that will make more sense later. I chatted a little bit with Koishi, then headed back to the surface to get to sleep. Okay. I was drinking tea after breakfast and watching the rain drizzle down on the windows outside. I may have been named after the drizzling rain, but I prefer to watch it from the other side of a window. The mess last summer was real annoying, true nature or not. I startled slightly as someone pounded on my door. Who would show up in this weather? Hey Marissa, open up. Huh? Reimu? That was weird. 1 second. I hopped up and opened the door. Reimu quickly folded her old umbrella and stepped inside. Of all the luck, and after Suika fixed the main shrine too. What happened? It must be important to be flying all out in this weather. Some idiot managed to damage the shrine roof during a Damaku bat fight. It's leaking now. And everything suddenly became clear. Well, everything except the sky. So, you want me to help you fix it? Well, yeah, with Suika out playing with the heavens, you're the only one I can trust to do it right. Well then, shall we do what we always do? But of course, 2 out of 3 rounds. I grabbed my broom and strode into the rain. Reimu followed me and sat up a fair distance away. We dueled so often that we didn't bother with signals to start anymore. We jumped into the sky at the same time, a magic missile streaking towards Reimu just as her amulet arced towards me. Those homing amulets always felt like cheating, but on my home turf, I could use trees to catch them in mid-flight. We exchanged normal fire for a couple of passes before declaring our first spells. Non-directional laser. Omnidirectional demon binding circle. I think this might be our first time dealing with Reimu in terms of like Damaku? Maybe. Yeah, I don't recall that. Reimu's boundary techniques caused my lasers and bullets to twist in space. I swore as I realized the edges of the attacks weren't where I thought they would be. I tried to correct, but my own speed worked against me and an amulet struck me. That's one for me. Want to call it early? Not a chance. I flipped out my mini Hakuo and we circled again before diving at each other. Reimu was probably expecting Massive Spark, which meant the advantage would be mine. I pointed out the mini Hakuo behind me and lined up the shot. This time I let Reimu declare first. Divine Treasure, Yin Yang Orbs. As the orbs flew out around Reimu in preparation to home in on me, I fired my Massive Spark behind me, sending me past her in the blink of an eye. Blazing Comet. Damn it, Marissa, you could kill someone with that. I've got total control. Besides, you're just annoyed I hate you. It's time for the main event. Fine, bring it on. I dove towards Reimu again, calling out one of my oldest spells. Mystic Sign, Ori Signs. Fantasy Seal, Concentrate. We clashed as the 2 spells tried to overcome each other. I closed my eyes and focused again, causing the 4 spinning spheres to speed up until there were a single ring which cut through the multicolored spheres surrounding Reimu. Unfortunately, Reimu wasn't there. More unfortunately, Reimu's color sphere exploded. Looks like my win. Guess you have to help me out for free. I sighed. Looks like it. Next time, Reimu. We went back inside and retrieved our umbrellas. Fortunately, the wards we used in the Damaku fight also worked somewhat against the rain. So how are we going to go about this? We're going to hit up Corin for supplies, of course. Ryunosuke has carpentry supplies in stock. Yo man, I would not be surprised if the dude had that. I would not be surprised if he had a nuke in his house for some reason, okay? Like, shit man, that guy could have everything and be like, oh okay, it's just the normal. Yeah, some for his own shop, some because apparently the outside world isn't using real wood for roofs as much anymore. Then what are they using? Fake wood? I shrugged. I've never been outside the barrier. No clue, maybe Corin will know. We'll find out when we get there, I guess. True enough, it's been a while since we both showed up at the same time, hasn't it? Yeah, it has. Just wish the weather was better. We flew to the outskirts of the forest of magic, to what is probably the second worst place shopping in Kisokyo, mine being the worst admittedly, but I actively hunt jobs. The place kinda looked dingy, but that was partly the rain. I boldly opened the door and walked in. Okay, this is interesting. Touhou Mecha, a doll of Moku, I think a Coke, baseball, a VCR maybe up top of there, a treasure chest. I think that's all I could notice for a Game Boy. An etch and sketch. He's got a lot of. I told you, man, he's got a lot of stuff. Hey, Corin, what's happening? Marissa, it's been months since the funeral, actually. Yeah, I suppose it was that long. I did my best to keep my voice even. Neither Reimu nor Marissa seemed to buy it, but they didn't press the matter. Anyway, we need lumber to fix Reimu's roof. Corin, you got something? I might, if you have any money. Your tab is beginning to become too large to keep in my records. Seriously, Marissa, you shouldn't let your bills run up that much. Your tab is worse, Reimu. Well, in my case, it's for the gods, so it's okay. I chuckled and pulled out my secret weapon. Actually, Ryunosuke, this is going to be paying you off your tab. My tab? Yep, you see, this here is your tab from the Kurosama secondhand store. While no longer in business, I'm still the holder of all the debts for that store. Corin stared at the notice in shock for a while. You'll note that several years past due, I can waive the late fees. However, if you remove an equivalent amount from my tab and get us the lumber we need. That's fair, right, Corin? I don't know where you learned these shady tricks, but it is legal. I'll get your lumber. Nice one, Marissa. It was nothing. Corin managed to rummage through the piles of random things that had dribbled in from the outside world. Finally, he found a few sturdy pieces of wood by a selection of old rulers with sliders on them. I wonder what those were used for. This should work. Can I have the bill, please? I traded the now worthless paper for the wooden planks. Here you go. I don't suppose you'll actually buy anything from me today. Not unless you've got something that's good for immortality potions. Ah, I see. This would be the third time then. Third time? I guess it was when you were a bit younger. Anyway, don't be a stranger, Marissa. Huh? Ryunosuke was acting a little odd there. And third time, I don't remember that. Still, I had work to do somewhere else. Sure, see you around, Corin. See you around, Ryunosuke.